Welcome to day 3 at the DMAs. We're thrilled to be here with Abby from Idomoo. Abby, can you just introduce yourself and talk about Idomoo a little bit?
Absolutely, yep. So I work for Idomoo. I'm out of the New York office with the U.S. sales team. I'm a sales manager, and for anyone that doesn't know, Idomoo is a personalized and dynamic video provider. We provide end-to-end technology for the video creative and generation of personalized videos.
Interesting. So when you say personalized videos, how personal can they really get?
Well, we like to think we can get as personal without being creepy as you would like. So everything from, we're taking, some of the standard things you might think of is someone's name appearing or different text swapping in and out, but we like to take it even further. So we're delivering different content to people in a real-time fashion where different scenes can be swapped in and out for a video depending on who you're speaking to and the data that you're passing to our storyboards. Dynamic audio, so hearing your name, really grabbing someone's attention, or treating audio snippets as dynamic placeholders. Images can be dynamic as well as video within video.
Interesting. And so I know you can use live API calls, right?
Mm-hmm,
so
absolutely.
If you have a customer and you have all of their information, you certainly can know that they maybe signed up for paperless or they took an action on the site, and if they go back to see the video, it'll change automatically in the background, correct?
Absolutely.
Without going back into the studio.
Absolutely. So we want to be going back into the studio and making any edits, as you know, at Drum is a very time-consuming process. So we want to make sure we're giving the most relevant content to people at any given moment. So we see it a lot in the financial services industry where, say you are, getting a credit report. That could really change from 1 hour to the next. So you want to be delivering really the right content to that person at that time.
You guys have really kind of embraced you can almost bring in any data set. Mm-hmm. So whether it's Google's data in that use case that you just mentioned, or really anything, you guys can customize it based on the client's needs.
Absolutely. What's interesting is that it will often kind of see maybe a data transfer via SFTP, and so that's coming from maybe your CRM system. But the data can really be coming from a variety of places. So it's kind of, I think of this one campaign we did recently with, it was for Adidas in the Boston Marathon, and we worked with their agency for it. And so after people crossed the finish line at the Boston Marathon, a runner then received a recap of their run with actual data that was being pulled in of their different times when they crossed the finish line, as well as actual footage and clips of them crossing different points of the race. So think about all those different elements coming from a variety of places, rendering in real time and ready for distribution and shareability.
Wow. So talk to me a little bit about your response rates. I know when we started working with you guys 5 or 6 years ago, and when you kind of first came to the U.S., it was new, and it was everybody loved it, and everyone loved the concept of seeing personalized information in their video. And I know for utilities, we were getting 120% lift in open rates and 98% completion for a 3-minute video on utilities, which is just outrageous.
Yeah.
Have you seen the numbers start to dip as people get more used to the technology and expect it a little bit more, or is it still?
Interesting question. I haven't heard of, and I think I would have at this point, any true dips in our results. But I think that also speaks to the different ways that we're delivering these videos now. So we really believe in an omni-channel approach where maybe when we first started working with you, a lot of what we did was via email, right? Where someone clicked on their email thumbnail, took them to a landing page. But we're also playing around with cool things like how about delivering it via text message. We're seeing, more and more people are really only using their phones for opening up emails and getting messages. So what if we brought that experience to them? So we're still seeing that uptick of open rates, for instance.
Interesting. Now, you mentioned ad exchanges and tapping into those and going maybe to the programmatic side. So talk a little bit about some of the newer solutions you have in the advertising space.
Sure. Yeah. So we're proud to say that as of today, we're an official Facebook marketing partner. We have a direct integration from our platform. We can connect with our open API with Facebook's ad campaign manager. So when we're creating, say, dynamic video ads, we can actually take the filtering data that Facebook has within their own platform to create logic and deliver different ad sets and iterations of these dynamic video ads and auto-publish them onto the Facebook ads side. So we're really creating these at scale and in a very easy way.
One of the other interesting use cases you guys have is tapping into call centers, which you wouldn't necessarily think of as a place that you could generate videos from. So you basically have it set up where you can import different fields in a call center and follow up with videos, right? If someone's called for a quote or something like that.
Think of types of things maybe on, maybe it's an insurance website, or say it's a mortgage website. You might already have something in place that's similar to that call center idea that you're talking about, where you can get an insurance quote. But instead of getting this lengthy PDF explaining your insurance quote, that could be daunting and very hard to understand.
And even cover components that are not relevant to you because
Right.
it's a generic video.
Because it's 10 pages long and it's a generic video, exactly. What if you were able to generate a 90-second video that's highlighting the best policy for you and a solution that's fitted to your real needs and tailored to your needs, and from there having a direct call to action that can be taken right from that page that they're watching the video on.
Right. I know coming from the agency perspective, we really loved it when you launched the self-service platform aspect. And it just made it a lot simpler. I mean, already the data itself can change the video and you can navigate it in different ways and change it on the back end without going back into the studio. But by launching that part of the platform, we could make scene edits in the background without having to redeploy. And it was really a phenomenal solution.
Which makes it also, great for A/B testing rather than you having to, go back. It takes a month and a half to, re-edit something once you figure out, okay, I want to optimize this campaign and how do I want to do that? It can be a quick switch. Within 24 hours, you're changing the campaign and it's an optimized version of it.
And again, it's already in the inbox or sent to people or through the login platform that they're using. So the video changes without you having to redeploy anything.
Exactly, which is great. And another one of the nice things of what we've created is, of course, that platform that we were speaking of, but the first component before you're even in the platform is our proprietary Adobe After Effects plugin. So really being able to have full unlimited creativity capabilities, because we're built into After Effects, is a great way to have a lot of range in what you create. If it's a live action, video, if it's, really interesting animation, you can have a lot of flexibility with that creative.
Well, that's very exciting. So what is one thing that you're most excited about next year?
One thing I'm most excited about, I guess it's kind of the momentum we've recently picked up, working a lot more with agencies, which is great, and seeing the cool things that they also develop and come up with and we collaborate with them on. I think that we're doing more and more on the advertising side, and we're getting deeper into the integration, say with Facebook. We just were able to release product feed dynamic video ads, so that's going to be really big for, I think, e-commerce. We've already seen it work in the telco space as well, and travel. So we're just kind of refining the tools we already have and making them, I guess, honing in on them and making them even more applicable for a larger market.
Great.